Guys, remember the time when we only had one 4-star support sync pair and everyone was complaining, what do we do with the 4-star support move Candy? Well, that was a dragon type support. And today, we finally get our second dragon type support in the form of SYGNA Brendan and Latios. Is he worth your gems or not? Should you scout or skip? In this video, we discuss his kit. So with that said, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, comment your thoughts, subscribe if you haven't. Let's do this! Yo, this is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, your artist team style Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX. Guys, in this video, we discuss about SYGNA Brendan and Latios and see if he is worth your gems or not. Now, as you might know, he is the second unit that comes out in this update, and he's preceded by SYGNA May, who comes out 2 days before him, July 29, and SYGNA Brendan comes out on July 31. Meanwhile, a couple of days after, we have Luker as a Spotlight Scout, and 2 days after Luker, we have Courtney, and all of them will be running until August 27, and they will be gone on August 28. Now, this is just the first half of the August update, so if you're curious, yes, we will be getting more sync pairs when the next update happens, slightly before August 14 probably, or I don't know, they might drop it exactly on August 14 for whoever knows what reason, guys. But, first things first, as I said in my previous videos, if you are unsure as to you should scout or not, I suggest you wait for the next update first, as that will tell us if the bait units that come out before the anniversary, take note, bait units that come out before the anniversary are good enough for your gems, because the anniversary sync pairs are only gonna come out, be announced on the September data mine, which is gonna happen at the end of August. So there's still much time before that happens, guys. But if you're curious as to know everyone, a bird's eye view of everyone, I already did a video. You can check out my August sync pairs, who to scout for video. And if you want a more in-depth look on SYGNA May, I have already done a scout or skip video for SYGNA May and BLAZIKEN. You can check that out as well. In the meantime, today, we're just going to browse or breeze through SYGNA Brendan. As you might see over here, he is a Dragon type support, and he got his 6-star EX before Drake, which I'm guessing Drake will get a 6-star EX version and an expanded sync grid very soon, but who knows? He has 2 attacks. One is Dragon Breath with a chance of leaving the target paralyzed. He has Luster Purge with a 100% chance of lowering the opponent's special defense -2 every single time he uses Luster Purge. He got Potion, which helps with healing himself as well as other sync pairs, other allied sync pairs when they're low on HP, plus Flying Free, which raises everyone's critical hit rate +1 and uses up your move gauge to raise the special attack and special defense of all allied sync pairs to +4. Now, he cannot raise his own defense stat until you get a part of his grid. So, yeah, just start of the battle, you get to raise everyone's critical hit rate +1, get to raise everyone's special attack +4, as well as raise everyone's special defense +4. That aside, if you use 3 move gauge, if you use this as your first move probably, you get to give everyone, including himself, a free move next effect, which is pretty good for a start of the battle. Now, I think I made this mistake saying that he cannot raise everyone's critical hit rate to maximum. Some of you have pointed that out, and thank you to those who have pointed that out. he has a grid. I am going to jump to his grid right now. He has a grid tile at 3 out of 5 called Team Sharp Entry 1, which raises everyone's critical hit rate +1 at the start of the battle. Now, I forgot that grid tiles trigger again after Mega Evolution. So once you sync with Mega Latios for the very first time and you got Team Sharp Entry 1, it basically increases everyone's critical hit rate +1 again, meaning every one of your sync pairs will end up with +3 or maximum critical hit rate. And I guess that makes things much better than just having +2 critical hit rate. Now, before he Mega Evolves, he got Team Smart Start 1, he got Free Venge 2, or Free Venge 4 rather, and Unexpected Benefit 2. I have already discussed Unexpected Benefit 2. Team Smart Start 1 gives everyone a special moves up next effect at the start of the battle, and this basically increases the special attack damage of normal moves by 40% once. Free Venge 4, every single time you get hit, you have a 50% chance of giving yourself a free move next effect. But after Mega Evolution, this becomes Free Venge 9, so every single time you get hit, you get a free move next. So, and as you might see over here, after Mega Evolution, his defense stat go up to 304, and his special defense go up to an all-high 374, and these are not yet 6-star EX stats. Once you reach 6-star EX, that's gonna reach 400 something, and it's very, very high, very, very tanky in terms of special defense stat, which is good. Unfortunately, he does not get Vigilance in his kit, so make sure you give him Vigilance as a lucky skill so that you will not be accidentally killed by critical hits when using SYGNA Suit Brendan as a tanker. And now with his other sync grid tiles, at 2 out of 5 you get Fast Track 9 every single time you attack an opponent. You get to raise your speed stat. You got Potion Master Healer and Potion MP Refresh. 2 of them, one at 2 out of 5. The other ones at 3 out of 5. You get Head Start 1. You get Team Tough Luck 4, which is my favorite. Every single time you get hit, not only because of Free Venge 9 that you got a free move next for himself, you also have a 50% chance of increasing everyone's defense or special defense, or both. And with proper luck, you can maximize everyone's defense and special defense. And that is cool because you start off with +4 special defense immediately. So defense, you start with 0. So you need to Team Tough Luck probably to trigger a couple of times, and just 2 times for special defense, and probably 6 times for normal defenses, and everyone should be tanky as heck. Plus when you're low on HP, you have Potion to recover himself, and that's also good. You also have Sync Free for All, which every single, or rather, first time you use a sync move, you get to give everyone a free move next. And as you might know, it's impossible to get all the tiles in his grid. So, let us check if what is possible to obtain in his grid right now. Okay guys, so at 1 out of 5, you can get everything except 1 tile. This tile is up to you. You can sacrifice probably special defense. I'd rather buff his defenses instead because his defenses are much weaker than his special defense. So I sacrifice 1 special defense tile. But it's completely up to you which one you want to sacrifice. At 2 out of 5, you can get much more. I got Fast Track 9 so that every single time you attack using Latios, you get to increase his speed stat. We also got 1 Potion Master Healer as well as 1 Potion MP Refresh because he's basically going to be your tanker and you want to heal him. Once he's low on HP, he does not get First Aid, unlike, you know, probably SYGNA Suit Chris who came out recently. And you got an MP Refresh for his trainer move, so that, you know, you can lower, or you can rather raise your critical hit rate 1 more time, as well as increase everyone's special attack and special defense to maximum. At 3 out of 5, this is a little bit more challenging I cannot get everything. But we got 1 Potion Master Healer and as well as 1 Potion MP Refresh, just for his HP. We got Team Tough Luck for personal favorite, so that every single time we get hit, we have a 50% chance of increasing everyone's defense and special defense. Fast Track 9, I kind of sacrificed that. There's not enough energy to get that. We got Team Sharp Entry 1 so that after using his sync move for the very first time, we get to maximize everyone's critical hit rate. Now we got the 1 Trainer MP or Trainer Move MP Refresh to maximize everyone's special attack stat as well as special defense, but I think you can change that with something else, completely up to you. But again, there's no right or wrong with sync grids. There are so many options here, but I think this is the option that I will go for in terms of SYGNA Suit Brandon, guys. So let's move back to our discussion on him. And now comparing everyone here, again, SYGNA Suit May and SYGNA Suit Brandon are both Pokefair Scouts. That means there's a 10% chance of obtaining them, or rather obtaining a random 5-star in the process of scouting for them. Meanwhile, Luker and Courtney are Spotlight Scouts. That means they're permanent banners, or rather, when they end on August 28, they're gonna be appearing in any other future banner that's not type specific. And there's a 7% chance of obtaining a random 5-star sync pair when scouting for their banners. The advantage of Spotlight Scouts is that if you decide to go for the paid route, you can use 7,500 paid gems in order to obtain 1 sure copy of either Luker or Courtney, depending on which one you scout for. Pokefairs are limited units, but they rerun every 3 to 12 months, somewhere in that duration. So if you're willing to wait, maybe you can scout for them as soon as they rerun. But remember that when they rerun, probably better banners or better sync pairs will come out. So keep that in mind as well. But in terms of the stats, as you can see over here, SYGNA Suit Brandon has the highest HP, the highest defense, the highest special attack, and the highest special defense out of the bunch. SYGNA Suit Brandon actually is the only one to use special attack stats out of everyone. So he has the highest and the only one to use the special attack stat. Tanky sync pair. In terms of the multipliers, he can give everyone a special moves up next effect at the start of the battle with Team Smart Start 1, I think. But that aside, don't expect support sync pairs to really bring in multipliers because that's not their job. Their job is to receive damage and protect everyone in the team. Now, it's hard to compare supports. I think this is one of those cases that I want to just compare stats and their kit with everyone. No multipliers here. This is my comparison. I pick the highest, or the strongest, the best tankers I can see in Pokemon Masters. And let's quickly discuss what each one does. SYGNA Suit Brandon, over here, as you can see in the stats list where I compare him with many other sync pairs, has the highest special attack stat and the highest special defense stat out of everyone, including SYGNA Suit Blue. And you know what? Probably this is a little bit hard to look at. I am just going to show you what you are looking for. Comparing the SYGNA Suits, guys. So SYGNA Suit Brandon, the gimmick is when you get hit, you get free venge. And that's basically his gimmick. Every single time you get hit, you get a free move next. SYGNA Suit Blue, every single time you get hit, you can give yourself Team Fist or Team Triage Tank has a 20 or was it 30% chance of recovering everyone's HP. If you attack an opponent, you have the reverse effect Team Fist Bump, a chance of recovering everyone's HP as well. Every single time you get hit, there is a chance you can raise everyone's attack and special attack or both. And every single time you attack an opponent, there is a chance, I think it's 50% chance, Force Field 4 I think, to raise everyone's special defense. SYGNA Suit Chris, as you might know, is the very first scoutable Master Fierce support in the game. And although her stats, she has the lowest defense and special defense stat out of the bunch, you know, it indirectly adds up because of her master passive skill. Was it, okay, I forgot. Johto Flag Bearer, where your defenses basically are indirectly raised when you receive damage from the opponent, excluding sync moves. But SYGNA Suit Chris has First Aid 4. When you're low on, or First Aid, when you're low on HP, you get to recover health. You got Mini Potion All. You can receive, or she can use Rain Dance. And when you use a sync move for the very first time, you get to recover 1 MP for those moves, including her trainer move. And she has the highest speed out of the bunch. And then there's SYGNA Suit Morty, where if you attack an opponent or use any move, even his trainer move, when it is sunny, everyone recovers HP, including SYGNA Suit Morty. And SYGNA Suit Morty is actually one of the tankiest sync pairs in the game. But if you compare the stats, Brendan, or SYGNA Suit Brendan, has a slightly lower defense than SYGNA Suit Morty. But in terms of special defense, he's much higher than anyone compared. And a little bit higher than SYGNA Suit Blue. SYGNA Suit Chris is a little bit low on each side. SYGNA Suit Blue, or SYGNA Suit Chris rather. And SYGNA Suit Blue, lowest special attack. I'm kind of surprised about that. But he has multipliers. I think the higher his special defense, I think it's Smart Cookie, the stronger his attack becomes. But he has the lowest speed out of the bunch as well. Huh. So those are each one of their gimmicks. If we go back, Cosplay Jasmine on the other hand gets to lower the opponent's special defense with his with her moves. Cosplay Lily, whenever you get attacked, you get to recover a little bit of HP because of Team Triage Tank 9. Jasmine is a very old sync pair which has the highest defense stat in the game. But that's that. And in terms of just the kit alone, it's a little bit hard. If you want SYGNA Suit Morty as a lot comparing him with Brendan. And I honestly think that they're completely different in terms of, it's hard to compare them. SYGNA Suit Morty is very, very, very stable as long as you have Sun active. It's like your entire team never dies. Because you use Believe. If Believe does an MP refresh, you get to raise everyone's defenses, special defense. Brendan, you have to get hit. But then you almost never have any move gauge issues with Brendan. Because of free move next, because of... I totally forgot to compare Ingo in this list. But in terms of defenses, he's not that bad in terms of if he's low on HP, you get to use Potion. In terms of free move next, you can also get Sync Free for All to give everyone a free move next after using your Sync move. And so on and so forth. I think he's a good sync pair. I think he's a great sync pair. And yeah, I do not have any damage calculations here. Because, well, Jack did compare the damage. If you're interested, you can check the link in the description. But I don't think it's important. It's really important for him. But in terms of moves, guys, in terms of overall kit, I think he's not bad at all. You get to lower the opponent's special defense. So he's technically a tech sync pair. If we are talking about Cosplay Jasmine, yes, she can lower the opponent's special defense by 1 every single time you use Absorb. I think there's a chance if you get that Tal on her grid. Or her Steel type move, which I forgot what it's called. 100% chance of lowering the opponent's special defense. But then Luster Purge lowers the special defense of the opponent not just -1, but -2 because of unexpected benefit ×2. And again, you get to raise everyone's speed stat immediately +2 at the start of the battle. You get Revenge every single time you get hit. You attack the opponent immediately without using any move gauge. And you have a chance to paralyze the opponent. There are a lot of, you know, there are legendary arena / gauntlet stages where you are required to inflict a status condition on the opponent. Not only is he a support sync pair, but he can also work as a tech sync pair in terms of those stats. So I think that's a very good thing for him and a good way of looking at supports forward. Not bad in terms of stat, not bad. Very, very good defense and special defense. And remember, once you make him 6-star EX, those numbers will soar up even higher and make him tankier than what he is right now. But as usual, it's all about your faves and not following the meta of the game because the meta just keeps changing. And again, anniversary is drawing near, and normally anniversary units are better than what we have. Yes, probably some anniversary units might be deceptive. Like for example, last year's anniversary units were SYGNA's, or rather were anniversary and anniversary Lily and anniversary Steve, and people keep complaining about anniversary Steve, and I would not say that I did not complain. But his flying type normal damage is actually very strong. And in certain situations, he becomes a very good sync pair. He has not too good sync nuke damage though, but anniversary units are normally good. For example, 2.5-year anniversary, we got anniversary Skyla, one of the best flinchers, one of the best debuffers, one of the strongest sync nukers in the game. Very good sync pair. But let's see what this year's anniversary, this 3-year anniversary, will bring us into the table, into Pasio, whatever sync pairs come out. What do you think? Who do you think will come out? Best Boy Nolan. Anniversary Nolan. Being with, I don't know who, Articuno or maybe something like that. But anyway, guys, that is the second sync pair that's gonna come out in this update. I will work on these two later on. Waiting, I'm kind of frustrated because my game shop still does not have Xenoblade and Digimon Survive, which I'm kind of shocked that they do not have them. Probably gonna have to go out and get those games in another shop later on. But if you're curious as to how many gems you can receive, check out my How Many Gems Can We Get video. In the meantime, that concludes my Scout or Skip video for SYGNA with Brendan. So if you enjoyed that, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Comment if you're scouting for SYGNA with Brendan, or do you prefer SYGNA with May, or are you scouting for both of those sync pairs? But huge shout out to all my members in my channel, especially my gifters, Shadowfield, Jeremy, and Tatsuya Gold. And some of you aren't here already because gifted memberships only last for 1 month. If you enjoyed being a member though, you can join or click on the join button down below and join, support the channel like my awesome members who have supported me for more than 1 year. Thank you Shadowfield, Aryan Sink, Alcin, Roy, Luca, Jeremy, and why can I hide my face right now? There you go. Let me hide myself. Thank you also to Blaze, John9019, and Arima for supporting me for more than 1 year. In terms of the others, thank you Marokman, thank you Tacman, thank you Sasori Ambrion, thank you Marcella, Lance Nice, Ewiz, and Tatsuya Gold. Thank you all for your support. And with that said, click on the join button, subscribe, be a member. That's it. This is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, the artist Team Skull Grunt. And I will see you in the next video. Right.